Hello everyone, this is Jay from Live to Love Tarot here to do a third party read. This read may not resonate with all, so take what works. Also, I have a tendency of saying he or him in regards to the other person. Know the roles can reverse. So we're going to start with getting, why did your person engage in a third party or third party? What was going on in their mindset at the time? We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Devil card, and the Fool card. I feel like they were feeling unstable, and they were almost longing for the stable ground, the stability, and finding comfort in stability. There was a lot of restrictions in the connection with you and your person at the time, and and they really wanted to start over. They really wanted a chance to be happy and really have a new beginning. So what challenges were they facing in this connection? I mean, what challenges were happening in your connection? Oh, there's a lot. There was a lot of defensive energy. There was a lot of wounded energy, which is telling me that you and your person were arguing a lot, and it was burdening them. There wasn't a lot of happy things going on in this connection when your person decided to engage in or bring a third party in. What's another challenge? We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Another challenge was you really harmed your person's ego, and they were having a hard, you may have been really arguing and putting each other down is what I'm getting, and it harmed your person's ego, and they just couldn't see it getting better. They needed it's almost like they needed air. They needed to be wanted. They didn't feel wanted by you at this time. What else? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, it was like you both were going down a bad path. You both became guarded, and a lot of it was because I feel like there was a lot of things said between the two of you that really were bad, and it hurt your person's ego. It really made them feel less than worthy. And I feel like another challenge was they didn't think it would ever change. They didn't see a light at that dark tunnel. So what advice does Spirit have for you moving forward? We have the Five of Cups, the Death card, and the Seven of Pentacles. It's very hard when someone that you love brings another person into your connection. It's a betrayal. And I feel like the first piece of advice that Spirit has for you is, do you still see this person as someone long term? Can you let go of feeling betrayed? Can you let go of that pain of your person being in a third party? If you can, it's not going to work out. You got to be able to make that transition and let that past third party go. What's another piece of advice? We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Can you communicate? Are you still both able to communicate about this? About building a life together. If you can't, here's the thing about really committing yourself to seeing this connection as your forever after. Because if you don't see this person as the one you want to build a life with, and if you two can't communicate and try to heal this betrayal, then it's never going to work. You have to be able to communicate. You got to be able to talk about it, because you can't let it be that little, that little devil on your shoulder that at times will trigger you in a way that's not okay. What else? We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Moon card. Can you let go of the fear that this person will do it again? That's the biggest part of third party connections. You know what I mean? Like someone bringing a third party into a connection is, can you let go of the fear of this person do it again? Can you trust this person? The advice Spirit's having for you is, if you can really move in a stable way forward, if you can really try to work on this connection and rebuild it, that's good. But can you let go of the fear of this person doing it again? Can you trust this person again? Can you move towards trusting this person again? Because if you can, it's not going to work. So let's get into the connective energy of your person in this third party right now. What's going on with them? How are they connected right now? We have surrender as the current connective energy, pause as the recent past, a challenge is self-worth, and what needs to happen for them to find balance. We have fear. So let's get surrender. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I do feel like right now, the connective energy between the two of them is they're trying to work on themselves, really surrender to finding balance to see if this is a connection that will work. I feel like with the King of Swords, they're trying to be more logical than emotional as they figure this out. In the recent past, we have pause. I do feel like in the recent past, they put this connection on hold and decided that they had to figure out what was in their heart. Was it possible to move forward? Was it possible for this connection to work? And why they're in this energy of surrendering to working on themselves. Really figuring out if this connection can work. A challenge connectively is self-worth. We have the Eight of Wands and the Fool card. I do feel like a challenge with your person and this third party is they're not sure if this is a connection that will beat them up, if this is a connection that will lift them up. And I feel like right now, they're in this energy of non-communication. A lot of it is because they're trying to figure out if they can take that leap of faith and build on this connection. And that's the thing. It's like they jumped into this connection and now, how can you trust, really, the third party? How can they trust this person when they did this to you? It's like, how can you trust somebody that cheated? So it can take away from your self-worth. And it's possible this third party might not have wanted or known about you. What they need to do to bring balance is there's a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety in this connection already. And a lot of it is because of the cheating, and I feel like what they need to do to bring balance to this connection, they need to be able to let go of that fear. They need to be able to move towards a new beginning and create a solid foundation. If they can't do it, it's not going to work, and they're not there yet. So what is your person's energy towards the third party? What is their intention? What is their challenge? And what do they need to do to bring balance to this connection? So we have shadow work, release, cycles, and refocus. So let's get shadow work. We have the Queen of Swords along with the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel like your person's energy right now, engaging in this third party, made your person realize that they have a lot of negative energy they're holding on to. And they may feel guilty for going out on you, but I feel like their energy towards this person is they're focusing on themselves and they're trying to really be more logical so they can cut out the negativity they're holding on to. Whatever made them do this is bad. Okay? When it comes down to it, you have opportunities to break up with people or to walk away from people. There's no reason to engage in a third party. You have choices. And so I feel like your person's doing some shadow work, realizing that they have some darkness inside of them. For them to get to this point where they did this, there's definitely some darkness. Their intention is release. I feel like their intention is to let go of this third party. And a lot of it is because they realize they have to have the courage to really move in a new direction and do right by you. It's exactly what I'm getting. They have to do right by you. And this third party, they're realizing that this third party connection started on a lie and it's going to end on a lie. They have to let it go. A challenge with them is cycles. And a lot of reason why they have to release this connection is because they do realize that they're going in they're completing cycles. They're doing shadow work. They're realizing that they have to work on themselves. And coming together with this person is not going to be long term. They already know it. They know that this was a sort of spontaneous action on their part that they should have never done. What they need to do to bring balance to this third party, they need to be authentic. They need to refocus and realize that the passion wasn't worth it. There's nothing between the two of them when it comes to love. It was all a passionate sort of deal. And what they need to do is start to take some time out to heal and let this connection go. So I feel like your person made a mistake. They realized that, they let their dark side interfere with their light side. And when you do that, when you take a spontaneous action and it hurts somebody that you care about, it kind of comes back on you. And I feel like this is why your person's going through shadow work. They're feeling a little karma from their actions. So what is the third party's energy towards your person? We have pride and ego, balancing the scales as their intention, grief as their challenge, and devotion is what they need to do to bring balance to this connection. We have pride and ego. We have the Knight of Cups along with the Seven of Cups. I feel like your person is trying to not let their ego interfere with what they feel in their heart. They definitely have feelings for your person, and they definitely want to try to open up new options. Their intention is to balance the scales. We have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I feel like their intention is to be truthful. It's to find balance and to help your person get through these defensive wounds that they're holding on to from you. A challenge with your person is grief. We have the Queen of Pentacles along with the Five of Wands. Yeah, a challenge is this. Here's the thing. This person is sad. They're grieving. And a lot of it is because they know they have competition. Your person is not easily swayed to nurture stable ground with them. They might have even told this person what happened was a mistake. And I feel like this is a challenge with your person. They don't like having the competition of you. They want to find stability. They want to show your person that they can bring them comfort and stability. What they need to do to bring balance to this connection, they need to look at the bigger picture. I feel like the third party needs to accept the fact that this isn't going to work and really devote themselves to moving forward rather than trying to convince your person to stay with them. Because again, your person is already showing there's no love. It was passionate. It was your person feeling down and they made a mistake. And I feel like what the third party needs to do is move forward. It's not going to work. So, what advice does Spirit have for you moving forward? Sorry about my dog. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Justice card, along with the Knight of Pentacles. So the advice, hold on one second. Fen, shush! The advice that Spirit has for you moving forward is don't allow yourself to feel guilty, or don't allow yourself to get in a scarcity mindset where you feel like you did something wrong. You did not do anything wrong, and you need to see the truth. As much as this may hurt and pain you, you got to keep moving forward. What's another piece of advice that Spirit has for you? We have the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Cups. I feel like Spirit is telling you that you have to balance yourself out. Don't get stuck in grieving over this connection or feeling like you missed an opportunity. The only way that you're going to miss an opportunity in this connection is if you make a choice to move forward. If you can't get over the grief, if you can't get over the betrayal, then it's not going to work. You have to do what's right for you. Even if you love this person, if you can't get over this betrayal, it's time to move forward. What else? We have the Ten of Cups, the Sun card, and the Queen of Wands. I also feel like Spirit's trying to tell you, you have to have the confidence and positivity of happiness to rebuild this connection. If you can't be positive, if you don't see this connection going anywhere, it's time to move on. So let's look at the future of this third party. Let's see the connective energy in the future. I really want to see what's going to happen. We have the Devil card, the Temperance card. Oh, my cards are sticking, along with the Moon card. You know, I do feel like this third party is not going to find that peace and balance. And a lot of it is fear. You know, we had fear in this connection. I feel like in the near future, they're going to decide that it's not going to work. You know, there's always going to be this fear and this feeling of betrayal because your person went out on you. I feel like the third party is always going to fear that they're going to do it to them. So I don't, and your person doesn't seem that interested, to be honest. So I don't think anything's going to happen in the future in this third party. So this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. And I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, go with love and peace.